Well, you're no spring chicken. That's what my neighbor said when I told her I was pregnant. Can you believe it? I guess she just didn't believe me. But I don't hold that against her. She's been a tad cranky ever since she found that scorpion in her underwear drawer. Maybe she just couldn't understand how important this was to me. You know, Zachariah and I, we tried our whole lives to have a child of our own. By the time most of my hair turned gray and his turned loose, well, we'd given up hope. But nothing is impossible with God. He seems to delight in bringing life to impossibly barren places. Well, if that wasn't enough, this angel that brought us this unbelievable news, he had more to say. This child, our son, was going to be used by God to prepare our people for the coming of the Messiah. It was all just too much of a gift to be real. And then I thought, how would we even begin to train a child for a job like that? But of course, God had those details worked out too. And it just kept getting better. When I was about 6 months along, my cousin Mary came for a visit. No sooner had she said hello than my unborn son jumped and flipped inside of me. And right then, God opened my eyes to clearly see that this young girl standing in my home was also with child. And he would be called Wonderful Counselor, Almighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. 9 months later, we got the news from Bethlehem, and I looked over at Zachariah and holding our miracle child of our own, and I had one of those God moments. You know, that moment when you realize that God had a different plan. He brought life to us in barren places. He hadn't forgotten us. He would never leave us